Hey everybody, Big A Games here, coming at you all with another Palworld tips and tricks video. In this video, we will be going over the best early to mid-game ground mounts. So let's cut to it and get into this video, shall we? The first mount that we are going to be taking a look at in this video is Rushoar. And this little piggy is one of the first mounts that you can get in the game. After catching, you can craft its saddle at level 6. Now, being an early game mount, you wouldn't expect this thing to be very fast. And you're right, it's not too terribly fast, but that move can not only blast other little pals to oblivion, it can use its hard little head and sharp tusks to smash through rocks, leaving behind a pile of fragments, stone, and ore that you don't even have to get off the mount to pick up. So I've got a joke for y'all, and feel free to answer in the comments. What do you call a pig that's no fun to be around? Look forward to seeing your answers in the comments. And again, the craziest thing is you don't even have to get off to pick the stuff up. And the part you've all been waiting for. What can this do to an innocent little chickpea? I kind of feel bad, but I didn't do it, the board did. So let's look at the map. It spawns day and night at all the starting areas. Easy. Next on the list is Direhowl, which is a pretty interesting mount. As it says, it moves faster than most other mounts. Whatever that means. But in all honesty, it is pretty fast for one of the earlier game mounts that you pretty much get right after unlocking the saddle for Rushoar. One of the more impressive things about this mount is its stamina regeneration. Look how fast it comes back after depleting it to nothing, which is probably my favorite part. Now what you monsters have all been waiting for, me getting in trouble by PETA again. Now unlike Rushoar, Direhowl's Fierce Fang doesn't lunge as far, but still packs quite the wallop. Direhowl can be found in all the same places that Rushoar can, which is generally pretty close to the early game spawns. However, Direhowl can be quite more aggressive than Rushoar, but I have found using a bow and just avoiding his attacks will make it catch pretty easy. And if you haven't guessed it, there's a sneak peek at our next mount, which is Eikthyrdeer. And this mount is quite a bit more tankier than Direhowl, and can put up more of a challenge to catch, especially when you run into a problem that I always have, which is having a pretty decent catch percentage, and it just keeps breaking out. I have no idea why, but my assumption is just RNGeebus hates me. Maybe we can get fourth ball magic? Who knows? Oh, and there it is, but still took 4 attempts to get 50-50. Well, now that you already know a little bit about Eikthyrdeer, so as we see, take a look at the tech tree. Eikthyrdeer saddle is unlocked at level 12. But what makes this deer so special is the ability that while ridden, it can perform a double jump. It's not the highest double jump, but it gets things done, especially with this antler uppercut that can send pals flying. Here we have a modest little cliff face, and with ease, we can just prance our way to the top of this little mountain. No more running out of stamina while climbing. And Eikthyrdeer can be found at all the exact same places as Rushoar and Direhowl, day and night. And now for the icing on the top of the cake, Fenglope. This majestic antelope-like creature unlocks a little later though, at level 26. There are a few other mounts that you can get at level 30, but they just don't quite compare to Fenglope. So not only is Fenglope majestic, prances, but this thing is deadly as well, and an absolute sniper with its aqua gun move. But now for the real reason you've stuck around this long. Now, my favorite part about Fenglope is its Cloud Tempest move. Just wow. And not only is this thing fast, but it also has a double jump like Eikthyrdeer, except 4 times as high. Not only can you jump over rivers with this thing, but you can jump over woods as well. And if jumping over woods isn't good enough, you can scale mountains. So what more could you want for something that you literally get halfway through your tech tree? Like, this thing to me feels like in-game. And I still can't get over what a sniper this thing is with its aqua gun. It doesn't miss. Oops, not another chickpea. Sorry! Please don't tell PETA on me. Now, unfortunately, this one is a little harder to come by as it spawns in the high-level zones, but it is a set boss spawn at level 25 in this cave. So all you gotta do is get to this waypoint and then travel down into the river, and there'll be a little mine here. And if you don't think you can take on the boss, you can try breeding a Direhowl with a Mazzarina. Now, most importantly, when catching all these pals, you want to keep your eyes peeled for some passive skills. One being Swift, and the other being Runner. These passive skills boost your movement speed. There is another one that's not gold. It's called Nimble. It only increases your movement speed by 10%, which isn't a lot, but every little bit counts. I'm not going to go into detail now, but there is a perk that you can breed down from the legendaries at the end of the game, which makes you even faster. And that's it for the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.